Okay.
But she showed up with a gun, and she was fired. She told them to leave. They didn't have a reservation. I mean, you can, and when you just show a picture of this woman, we all know her because she's one of those bitches.
She looked like fucking
look
Barbara Bush, if I remember correctly.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Wait, I'm trying to.
Barbara Bush.
She did, but you knew exactly. Wait. Yeah. I just want to show you the picture because it's a story. Where'd she go?
Tell you black.
Okay, so look at her. Look at her. You know her.
Oh yeah, I know
her.
her. I know her.
You know her.
I just saw her.
Yes.
About 10 times.
And you said about 10 times. In different outfits.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you know
But
her.
you know what? But Freez got a good point. You know, black folks in Mississippi going camping. That's not to say you shouldn't go camping, be able to go where you want to be.
Right.
But were they from Mississippi? Right.
Well, I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know. I shouldn't.
I mean, look.
But they weren't even camping. They were just going to have lunch.
Right.
In Mississippi.
Right.
Everything comes back to being in Mississippi.
And that's the point. People that don't know or realize.
Yeah.
That's like you in Mississippi. You got to think different.
And I know people are like, nah, we should be able to do whatever. You should be able. We shouldn't even be able to have this conversation. But the reason we do is because Mississippi. Mississippi exists.
Well,
Alabama.
I lived in
Georgia.
Memphis.
But let me tell you, Mississippi is different from Alabama and Georgia.
Well, see,
Mississippi
in order to know that,
great.
you would have to go to Georgia and Mississippi. Look, I go to the cities. I go to the cities. I do the shows, and every time I've been to Mississippi several times. I sure have. Down there at where is that? What is that? No, Biloxi.
Biloxi. Oh, okay.
Biloxi.
You right down Alabama.
Yeah, Biloxi's in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know, and when I was in Biloxi, I was on pins and needles. They're like, come on, man, this is Biloxi, man. Have a ball. I'm like, nah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because there's some motherfuckers in Biloxi that a ball is dragging my ass by. Hell no, I'm not having a ball. I'm not relaxing.
For real.
I'm here to do a show. The show's going to be awesome because I'm afraid for it not to be.
Because I'm in Mississippi.
I'm in Mississippi, man. I don't enjoy going to those places, and I know there's plenty of people down there that are good, beautiful people. I love you. I will see you when you come out to Cali or New York or Chicago or hell, I'll go to Texas. There you go. That's my down south. I don't know if I could live there. It's not the people.
Because the cost of living is great.
Yeah, of course. That's how they get. That's how they attract black people. Man, look here, man. You ain't got to pay hardly no rent. Hello. There's a reason for that. You're trying to attract your black ass back.
Trying to bring them back.
Man, my people made it out of there and went to Chicago.
Right.
And my pops people made it out of something like, I guess on my father's side, they're from North Carolina or something like that, or Missouri. But when they said the shit is done, you niggas get from around here. My people said, no problem.
We're out.
No problem. And I'm not going back to live. I'm not living down there. They ruined it. I don't care how beautiful it is.
It is beautiful.
It's however beautiful it is, I want you to go to the airport. And as you're leaving, look back at it. It's not going to be as beautiful as that.
When you're on your way out.
When you're on your way out. That's the most beautiful view of the South.
Right.
And I any black people that get mad at me for saying that, please. You have no motherfucking leg to stand on, nigga. We supposed to have been out of there. The fuck are you trying to hang on to that bullshit for? They took my people's property in Mississippi.
Yeah.
They took it. Guess what? You can have it, bitch. I fucking live on the curb in California before I live in a mansion in motherfucking Alabama.
Remember that when we drove those back roads? And it was a trip because it was beautiful. It was green. It was.
But you just can't help but wonder.
It's not.
It's
You ain't
like,
got
You're right.
it's just
That's what I'm
slavery,
saying.
Jim Crow, you know, it's like,
Man,
yeah.
every time I go through the South, I just look in the woods and I see black people running.
Yes.
I can't help but see it. It's
Yeah.
like, man,
Right.
I know they did some foul
Right.
shit down there.
But
Foul.
you go down there, like down south, let's say Alabama, you go through the woods, the one thing that you start to know when you're standing there is that it's not like a park, right? The trees are real close together, and they got all these vines with like barbed shit on them, you know? Like thorns and shit.
Right.
And then it's a lot of wetland, and it's a lot of snakes. You like, you was running through this at night, trying to get away hundreds of miles.
At night, some
Follow
no
somebody with
shoes.
dogs and shotguns and white folks behind you. Stop it and hide.
Right.
Gotta sleep in it.
Everything you got to do to get out
Or
of it.
like the peanut butter is all the trees you look at.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Or tied to them,
Or
get
tied
ripped
to
on
them,
them,
right.
Yeah.
or was
Yeah.
getting chopped down
It
to
really
build
was
some
fucked
shit.
up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
It's crazy.
I don't know, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of good, I keep saying it because I know that there's good people in the
Of
South.
course.
Yeah.
Good black people, good white people. I'm not saying that. Like some of, and a matter of fact, I know I was reading this one thing on racism, and they were saying how it's a lot less in a lot of places in the South because they're just sick of it. Oh wow, hold on, I gotta take this. My wife is cool.
Yes.
Never.
Did he just
That's
say
right,
that?
clean it up, nigga.
You're right.
Don't make me and Dominique be a part of a court appearance. Well, Your Honor, she then proceeded to climb up the big truck. We were astonished. She literally climbed up like the mountain of a man he is, Your Honor. I was quite taken back when he balled up in a fetal position and started whimpering. But after I saw her in action, I fully understand.
Whatever.
I wouldn't throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
I'll be on your
Right.
side.
That's it.
Out
Yeah.
of fear. She didn't do anything.
There you
No, you
go.
didn't.
Have my back. You know they
She's
stick
from Detroit,
together.
man.
Those laughers
From
stick
Detroit.
together, so
No, no.
you gotta have my back.
Right, the talkers versus the
Laughers.
laughers.
There we go.
Oh, I forget. Hold on.
Wait,
And-
Yeah, I did hear something.
Wait,
Right.
now wait a minute. Are you cameramen now or are you laughers?
Well, wait. Do you know what
Because
they did
get
last
offended.
week?
Yeah, I saw
You
that.
saw all
Because they're like,
that.
I'm a laugher.
And-
I'm not a cameraman.
Right, that's what he's doing
See?
now.
See? That's why you gotta ask
Both
her.
of them.
Look at him.
Now
Look
they're
at
all
him.
stunned and confused.
Hey, guess what? We still got a radio show. And you can't talk on it.
All you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh. Right on. And now let's start that show. What up, everybody? Thank you for joining us this week. Yay.
What up? What up? Hey, welcome to Freez Talks. I'm your host, comedian Freez Love. This is our co-host, Ms. Linda Hamlin-Denton, writer, and also a Emmy winner. I want to point that out because we say that, but don't nobody really point that out. That needs to be pointed out.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
Emmy
you.
winner, motherfucker. Freez Love with the Emmy winner.
What?
Okay.
Yes.
Multiple.
What?
Multiple. What?
Don't get it sick.
What? We didn't even talk about the awards I got.
Yeah, for real though.
Knockout
it.
King, nigga.
Tell it.
Fifth grade.
Yeah, fifth
Algene
grade.
Elementary.
Nobody can mess with you.
And I headed over to Steel Fence at Farnsworth. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's
Well,
really
we were
awesome.
talking about the South.
Yeah, that
South.
living in the
I
South.
know we got a lot of people. Much love. What up to our folks in the South, in Atlanta,
Yes.
and Florida,
Mississippi,
and
Alabama,
Mississippi,
Georgia,
Kakalaki,
Tennessee,
North and
Arkansas.
South, Arkansas, Texas. We shitting on your states right now. Nothing against y'all. Because you motherfuckers know goddamn well if you gotta go to court, you agree with me. The states is bullshit. You really become aware of it. When anytime you gotta do something judicial, then you wait, what? I'm in the South. Oh shit. Goddamn, spitting on the sidewalk. That's 15 to 20 for me, because I'm blind.
Oh my God.
And then you can't complain because they look at you. Well, goddamn, where the hell do you think you was? Detroit? No, I got it. Maybe you thought you was in Compton. No, hold on, Roy, hold on. You thought you was in Brooklyn. Bring in the rope. We gonna let you know where you
said
are.
bring in the rope. Oh, stop.
Yeah, and you can't complain because you know damn well you shouldn't have been down there.
Should have left. Should have left.
Oh my God.
Wow. How was your week? What's going
The
on?
week was a blur.
It's a blur.
It was a fucking blur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good blur, bad blur, or
It's
just a blur.
It's a week, yo. I'm telling you, man. You get to, I don't know. Maybe it's my age, but I'm not impressed with California. I'm not impressed with this shit.
The people, the lack
No,
of
the
sunshine
people is
right
my
now.
people. They always my people.
Okay.
I'm just talking about the whole get down, the layout.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The layout. You pay way too much
Way too
for
much.
everything.
For everything.
Shitty shit. And this ain't the California. I have no problem saying fuck California because it's not my California. My California's gone. Dead and gone, buried, never to return. What I love about this state is, man, they fucked this state up. There's so many people that live here.
Yeah.
So many people that live here and think. See, these motherfuckers that piss me off. And you go through this in gentrification. You know, if you're a person in the city that gets gentrified, and you see these people that think that,
Right.
it's like, you stupid motherfucker. You really think you're doing it? You ain't doing shit. You know how many people died on that stoop?
Yeah.
That you know how many fucking crackheads took a dump right where you're standing, and you think this shit is something.
Yeah.
And I hate them because you let them. You believe the hype. You know, that's how I feel. When I say I hate them, I don't hate them.
Right.
You know, but I'm just saying, you just look at them like you're, and then you really want to know who's fucking everything up. I think it's the motherfuckers, the city planners, the real estate, the big real estate. That's who.
Because it's nuts.
Because that's who manipulates everything.
Yeah.
They, you know, to tell all these people that got money, well, you don't want to live by those blacks. Oh, you don't want to live by those Mexicans either. Oh, Asians, we'll keep them limited. But where you're going, and you'll pay top dollar.
Yeah.
And that's just hustle. That's game. That's racism. That's how racism just fucks so much shit up that you don't. Everything costs money because of racism. I'm telling you, motherfucker.
Right.
Wow.
You gotta end this dumb shit. Shit's ridiculous. It's to the point now. It's ridiculous.
It is. It is.
It's ridiculous. It's not even. I'm not even mad anymore. Thank you, Mealy Fuller. You know who Mealy Fuller?
No.
I was talking about her murder. You gotta look up Mealy Fuller.
Okay.
All right, that's
E.
Look him up.
E-A or let's see. Mealy Fuller.
Yeah,
No, N-E-A or N-E-E. Oh, Neely Fuller. Oh.
There you go. Spell it for him so they.
I was right. N-E-E-L-Y. Neely Fuller.
Okay.
So white supremacy produced many. I'm trying to find a quick bio. Quote from Mealy Fuller.
I was looking at his videos. I watched his video.
One of his
Shout out to Baby Hippo for putting me on a Mealy Fuller.
Right.
Good looking home.
One of his quotes is, "If you don't understand white supremacy / racism, everything that you do understand will only confuse you."
Wow.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes
Bingo,
sense.
man.
Yes.
Wow.
You see, when you become enlightened, it doesn't make you mad as much as it makes you tired.
I agree.
So, yo, man, come on, man.
I absolutely
This is
agree.
some dumb shit that y'all are working. And you working it globally. And it's ridiculous. You only hurting yourself, you silly motherfuckers. You ain't. You hurting us. But the thing is, you're getting fucked up too, but you think you're not.
You think you're not.
So which is worse? At least if I fuck up my leg,
You know.
I know. Goddamn. But you got no feelings in your leg. You walking around bumping into every motherfucking coffee table you come across. And you don't feel shit.
Right.
Then when you look at your legs, motherfucker, they're going to be way worse than mine. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Enough, man. This shit is. What pisses me off is a bunch of dumb motherfuckers thought of this shit.
Right.
In 16, whenever, they thought of this shit as a plan to rule the world, and they're doing it. Mm-hmm. And the world is letting them. We letting them by standing for
They're not
it.
even hiding it from you.
Well, it's
No,
like
they're not,
the world
because-
is more that than not, and that's the problem.
Well, see, the world is exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The world, whites, and I like how you listen. I like how fucking Mealy Fuller says white. He doesn't say white supremacist. He says white supremacist. Mm-hmm. And you have to say it that way so you really fully understand what you are saying and what they are saying. Supreme, white supremacist. They're saying that I am supreme, motherfucker. Right. A white supremacist believes that he is supreme. That is a lie.
It's a straight
You
lie.
can't live in a lie. Ain't nobody supreme, you dumb motherfucker. Nobody. Everybody, you got smart motherfuckers, you got dumb motherfuckers. You got coward motherfuckers, you got brave motherfuckers. We're all humans. And the world on a whole knew this. Everybody's race. Because race is motherfucker, God made everybody.
Yeah.
It ain't and I know it's a lot of these motherfuckers who have done studying and thinking, no, it doesn't. No, motherfuckers, shut up. Shit wasn't even around. I'm telling y'all, never forget those tapestries I saw in the cloisters up in New York. Old ass shit. This shit was from, go to the cloisters up in New York. It's a museum where they took all these cathedrals from all over Europe and different parts of Europe, and they brought what was left standing back to the States and reassembled them. And some of the shit is from 13 or 12, whatever, 1270 or something like that. But all of the stuff in the early, especially in the earlier stuff, you see every single race in these tapestries.
Yes.
And in high positions. In low positions, high positions, you see it. It's obvious that race wasn't what was running anything.
Right.
It was culture.
It was culture.
And you don't have to be a certain race to be a member of the culture.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes, absolutely.
Like me, I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. Because I'm from Los Angeles, California, my culture is Latin. I come from a Latino culture. People, you getting hot. I don't give a damn, motherfucker. When you be in Brooklyn yearning for a taco.
Yeah.
A good taco, a good motherfucking, a good tamale, a good burrito, and there's none. And then you talking to black people and like, yo, homie, come on, hey, my man, give me. I know you know where to get the tacos. Like, yo, son, ain't no fucking tacos. You always asking for tacos. Like, they got taco shells. Why don't you make some? I seen them shits. Little curb. Like, nigga, that ain't what you eat a taco
not
in.
the same thing.
I'm offended because I'm Latino. I'm a motherfucking African-American, black-ass Latino, descendant of a slave, Latino. Because I could say horchata.
What is it?
Horchata. And you know what it is. Do you know what it is? Because you Latino. They don't know what horchata is in motherfucking Yonkers.
That shit's good.
Well, maybe they do now.
Right.
I'm sure there's plenty of Mexicans there now.
Right.
Mexicans get up and out, baby. They don't play that shit.
Everywhere.
I'm not going to stay nowhere. I'm going everywhere. I seen little homies.
Right.
Like in New York, because I call them homies. Like, homie, hey, why you say that to me? Hey, homie, don't soy de Los Angeles. Oh, homie, okay. What a la way.
Right.
You know too much. You know what leche is. You know what queso is.
Queso.
Sorry, homie.
Frioles.
You see what I'm saying? We could do the rest of the show in Spanish.
I'm working on
Grande
that.
tostada?
No sé. No, gracias.
No, gracias. Tostada.
Sí.
Sí, tostada. Órale.
El pastor burrito,
Dame
por favor.
tostada, por favor.
Mira,
If you just let me
No.
know. No, don't talk. Just tell me. I'll tell him. Because if they hear it,
Thank you. See? That's
He said,
just
see,
a laugh.
he said
laugh when
uno
I
mas. I know you didn't hear him because he's not on camera.
Right. He's across the freeway.
He's a laugher. Try to laugh and he got me.
Yeah.
I'm natural with laughing.
He was pulling you in. He was pulling you
Treat him
in.
like a regular audience member. I forgot he's a professional laugher. He's
You
here
had
to
to catch
laugh.
yourself. You had to catch yourself.
So anyway, I don't care, man. You gotta culturally, man. Mm-hmm. Culturally, you know words like Sepulveda.
Right.
Yeah.
You know it doesn't say Supplavita. My cousins from Chicago be like, Supplavita? Well, that's Sepulveda. Hey, man, I'm looking at it. Supplavita to me. Yeah, because they're not Latino.
Cahuenga.
You from here, you grew up Cahuenga, La Puente,
Yeah.
El Monte,
Pico.
Rancho Cucamonga,
Right.
KTTV, Los Angeles, California. Today is going to be warm. It's culture. Don't be ashamed of culture. Culture is just a way of doing something, a way of living. I'm benefited because not only do I have Latino culture as part of me, but wagwan, man, I also know how to get good doubles and porridge. And I can go and get callaloo. Yeah, see, I lost you motherfuckers because you're not of that culture.
Right.
Yeah, I experienced that culture.
Yes.
I lived that. That's part of my culture now. Mm-hmm. That's, you see, so don't be afraid to know cultures and share cultures.
Right.
And the reason they don't want you to do that, and they came up with this shit called race, is because you can manipulate a motherfucker on sight with race. Mm-hmm. Culture, you take off your if nobody say nothing, you don't know what culture a motherfucker's from.
Right.
But if you got race, then you know. And that could be manipulated by everyone. Mm-hmm. We can mask it. We can have these masks. Just check out Mealy Fuller, because one of the things you got to remember that when you get angry from racism and emotional from racism, you're playing right into the fucking law of racism.
Right.
It's designed to make you angry. It's designed to make you feel helpless. It's designed for that. So anytime you start feeling like that due to racism, you're being played. Mm-hmm. You gotta look at it, man. Be calm. Be confident who you are. I'm a child. God made me and made you too, little dumb child.
Dumb child.
But you don't beat up a dumb child. You teach a dumb child. And give him space. Don't give him nothing that he could hit you with, because he will. He's a dumb child.
Don't let him into your space.
Right. This motherfucker will kill you. Yeah, he's a fucking loose cannon.
Right.
You don't have to be fearful of that, because you know what he'll do. Just handle it. Step back, let the little child go. Keep a smile. Keep it. Don't be manipulated by emotion. And we, because of our culture, emotion plays a big part.
Huge.
And where we're from, in that continent of Africa, it's tribal. Nobody cares. It's tribal. If you're angry at me, that shit could spread throughout the whole tribe. Mm-hmm. We want to end that shit. We want to nip it in the bud. Best way to do it is to confront. Yep. Hey, let's deal with this.
Right.
Let's get down with this. That's not European
but
culture.
So many people don't want to deal with it.
Nah, because we're not living in our culture.
Right. Right.
You understand? We're living under a European culture.
Right. So
they don't confront.
No.
They don't care about individuals. They care of the object.
Mm-hmm. Wow. They just do.
Yeah. Read. Look up. This is my sister-in-law, Kathy Cross, wrote a book, I believe, on Actuality. Mm-hmm. Read up the study of Actuality. Mm-hmm. Check that out. Because it's things in the actual, what they are. There's a reason motherfuckers think the way they think, whoever we are. Mm-hmm. You go up into Europe, and this is brief. This is just, I didn't read the whole book, so I can't front. Mm-hmm. Yo, it takes too much fucking time, man.
To read the whole book.
I don't even get that much quiet shit. Nobody leaving me alone for that long. If they are, I'm taking a dump.
Right.
No.
That's a good time to read, though. When you're
It's
like,
a good time to read.
a lot of people read when they're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A slow brow shit.
Okay. All right. So, what our traumatic sentences? Okay. So, one.
Actually, what did you look up?
Oh, I moved on. Wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were done with that.
There she go.
I thought we were done with it. I'm sorry. Okay, wait. Let me find.
Next week.
I'm looking
What
at
show number is this?
Freeze Talks.
Oh, I heard that. No, that's it.
No, hold on. I'm waiting.
Some good
Okay.
weed.
Is it Cross Lee or Kathy, or definitely Cross? Because I got a lot of Kathy Crosses
Let me
coming
see.
up.
Let me see.
But these are like young adult authors, so I know that can't be it. What'd you call it? Actuality?
What's the name?
Axiology. But it's just like this. Okay. European. Let's take Europe as a continent.
Okay.
You only have so many times, so many months out of a year, number one, that you can actually grow something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
You got a short window. Now, you got a lot of people on a continent and only a short window that you could grow food. So, we're going to, you know what? All of us people here, we're going to put a border here, a line. Everybody in this square here, what we grow is for the people in this square.
Right.
Okay? You guys worry about that square over there. Y'all worry about that square over there. You worry about that square over there. Now, already we're talking how we think.
Right. We've started dividing.
Right. States, countries, all of this shit being spread up, right?
Right.
Okay? That's because you have to regulate and monitor how much you're going to grow to feed everybody in that square in that little short window of time.
Right.
Now, if anything happens to that land, everybody's fucked. So you got to take care of this land. This land is valuable. This land is valuable, man.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you go outside of these borders, motherfucker, you're on your own. And hey, that just means the people in these borders got more corn to share. Because ain't nobody coming in this motherfucking square. We know exactly how much we got. Now we're ahead of the game that a few motherfuckers left, but ain't nobody else coming in here. That's that thinking. Because of this continent, just of where you are.
Right.
Just of when you can grow food to eat. We're not talking about race. We're talking about the actual shit that's going on where they are.
Yes.
Okay. So what that creates is the object, land, holding value. That's where the value is. We must, as a group, take care of this land.
Right.
This land is your land. This land is mine. They made songs about this.
Right.
That's because of that way of thinking. Now, if you go to other continents like Africa, where you could grow anything, any time of year, and land is abundant. To grow, you just grab a handful, throw that shit. That shit's gonna grow. That's not a problem. Okay, well, so we look at these motherfuckers. Hey, why did these motherfuckers give a fuck about the land? Look how much goddamn land. Look at all the fucking land.
Yeah.
Why did they care about the fucking land? And look, why do you put a line around the land you're standing? These motherfuckers are crazy. I tell you, they're crazy. Yeah, because what they're doing is some dumb shit, motherfucker. We're not in that block of time. We don't hold value with the land. We hold value with the people, because this is how we get down. We're not worried about that. But to this day, we have tribes overtaking other tribes.
Oh, yeah.
Slaughtering other tribes. Genocide. Tribes genocide on other tribes.
Right.
Black people killing other black people on massive level.
Right.
Okay? That's because we're tribal people. We get down with our group. the way we do things, how we see it or how we be it. You know, cribbing and bleeding, that's all a reach. That's a reach to be tribal.
Right.
Natural to be tribal. We get down like that. If we don't like somebody, man, we bring it to a head. Because we don't like not liking somebody, because that could lead to my whole tribe not liking this person.
Right.
And I just don't like the way the motherfucker's hair is. Yeah, I don't hate that motherfucker. But you see what I'm saying? It could be, what, you don't like? Hey, the homie don't like this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, confrontation is a must with us. Being direct, being open, putting it on the table. Let's discuss it. Let's get it over with so we can move forward.
Right.
That's how we get down. We hold with the people. So you're trying to take people to get down like that and put them under the rules and the thinking of someone that's developed their thinking on a little tiny, cold little spot of land. And their thinking made sense on that type of land, but it don't make sense throughout the world.
Right.
It doesn't.
No, that's true.
You want the beauty of Africa, then you got to go to Africa and get with the tribe. And see from the tribal perspective on what they see. As also in this native land we live in, they have tribes here too.
Yes, they do.
They have tribes all throughout Central and South America. Any place where land is abundant and weather to grow something is abundant, then what else do? We just start to get to know each other, and we say, hey, look, check this out. This motherfucker's a lot easier to deal with 12 motherfuckers together than being over here with just 2 motherfuckers. Yo, we can get some shit done.
Yeah.
Everybody, you could go fuck in the woods and kill some shit. We could go over here and build some boats to hit the ocean, and we all gonna be good. You know, but when you step up and say, listen here, this is a missionary, and now this is a calendar, and by Monday, we're going to have how many bushels picked, Pedro?
Right.
Pedro's like,
While you're worshiping this guy, this
right,
new
Pedro's
religion
like,
God
well,
that we
as
brought in
many as
and
you
all
want. That's the attitude, Pedro. Pedro's like, motherfucker, no, as many as you want to go pick, bitch.
That's right.
Because we don't need, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, if you want to get into that shit, you just got to understand, you can't, you know, it's just like when we see our people getting killed left and right. Well, that's by purpose.
Oh, yeah.
More of us were getting killed when there was no means of anybody seeing it. That's how come Rodney King was such a big, huge deal.
Yeah.
Because we'd been getting killed.
Right.
We'd been getting slapped up, mollywopped, beat up,
Yes.
billy clubbed.
Right.
Our mamas, our grandmamas, our grandfathers,
Yeah.
our babies, our children. This has been going on.
That's right.
Boom, Rodney King. We got it on film. They showed you. Film don't mean shit.
Don't mean shit.
And hey, at least in LA, we took off, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Few other places took off. Because that's the people saying, no, this is some bullshit. This ain't right. Shit has got to change.
Right.
So, again, that was an emotional release. You see, so when we saw that, up until then, we didn't know what would happen if we saw it.
Right.
We didn't know. We really felt if we could only get one of these ass whoopings on film.
Yes.
We got them. I'll get paid. We gonna get paid.
And they'll see. Everybody else will see.
Everyone will see.
Right.
That's really how you felt. I felt.
Right in your face.
It was like boom. When we looked at that tape, like yo,
Yeah.
got that.
But it went straight Old South. We picked the jury that we want to pick, and they just
They
sit
took
up there
that
and
shit
say,
out of L.A.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That was the first thing to
For
the Simi
obvious
Valley.
reasons, right? So now you know what the jury pool is, and
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So So that
And
was.
even now I'm saying it, I'm emotional.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I forget, hey, motherfucker, they wanted you to be emotional. It gives them an excuse to really bring in and step up the game. Because look at what happened to LA after that.
Right.
We live in this bullshit. This bullshit where it's a bunch of nosy motherfuckers fresh off the boat from fucking New Hampshire. fuck you, and fuck the goddamn Red Sox, bitch. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck the motherfucking, who else? Who else do those motherfuckers?
Patriots.
Yo, that's enough, man.
The Celtics?
Nah, all of them motherfuckers, man.
No, yeah.
Hold on, this fell.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. But fuck the Brewers.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It sound like some shit.
Yeah, man. The Cubs. Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker.
Yup.
Yeah. I like the Sox. But fuck the Cubs. Come out here in LA wearing your little shit. It's Dodger Town, baby. Great grandbabies of some Brooklyn motherfuckers. Understand, you know how come I love the Dodgers? You know how come? Because they are the only team in all of professional sports of any type that have criminals as their mascots.
Wait, what is their mascot?
A Dodger.
Oh, a Dodger. You know
Dodger is a criminal.
what?
Oh, he's not? Look, here we go. A Dodger was a kid that was in Brooklyn that but ran his hustles on the trolley tracks. When the trolleys was going through, the Dodgers was dipping through, dodging the trolleys and hitting the pockets. They rob a cat. Pow, 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 zoom, zoom, zoom. Dodger, baby. LA Dodgers.
He would
great grandson of Brooklyn Dodgers.
He would win the trivia award. Origin of the nickname. The Dodgers' official history reports that the term Trolley Dodgers was attached to the Brooklyn Ball Club due to the complex maze. But but they say it was due to the complex maze of trolley cars that weaved through the city.
You know what I would say? You're right.
Yeah.
I would say that in court too. You think they were just wandering around on the fucking tracks? Oh, I dodged another one. Lucky me.
Right.
That's
Dodger,
hilarious.
Brooklyn Dodger. Home of the Dodgers. Yeah, baby.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right on.
That's right.
That's good. That's good.
How come, Yankees is cool, but you a Yankee. They're highbrow, don't forget.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers was the elite. But just fucking...
Of the elite of what? Rogues and thieves who came?
Probably. the top ones. The catfish. What are the carpetbaggers?
Yeah.
The big motherfuckers. The real criminals. The motherfuckers that let you know they wasn't dodging shit. They was like, I want all these tracks pulled up. Those criminals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the Dodgers, that's what the Dodger is.
So, okay.
You got to understand that, see, the Dodgers was the working man's team.
Mm-hmm.
That was the working class of the Dodgers. You can afford to go to a Dodger game.
Right.
You couldn't afford to go to a Yankee game. That's all the way up in the Bronx. You got to go from Brooklyn, you got to go through Manhattan, and then go all the way from the bottom of Manhattan, all the way through Manhattan, just to cross again and be in the Bronx.
Wow.
So, I did my history because I'm a real Dodger.
You're real.
Now I'm going to be honest.
You're a real Dodger. As
like the LA
definition.
Dodger.
Oh, okay.
No, not the definition. I'm
Okay.
not a criminal. And I'm just saying, and don't try to make the Dodgers get out of here either because I said that, you fucks.
Right.
I had no idea. Well, now that you do, don't be ashamed. That's why they're pure American.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Criminals. At least they wore it. Yeah, I'm a criminal.
They owned
Yes.
it.
Right.
Criminal. A real American. I ain't lying.
Wow.
Unless it's convenient
And
to
that
get
would
some
be
money.
truth in real American.
That's real American. We come from criminals. You know, the whole thing was a...
Yes,
look,
all of
you
that's
got
what I'm
the
saying.
English bit.
Everyone who
The
came
queen.
over, the rogues and the thieves and the,
Right.
those are the ones
Just
who came
imagine.
over to start America.
And everyday thinking. Just imagine. Hey, you hungry? You hungry? I'm hungry. Little Rice, come in here. We're going to send you to McDonald's. This is the Queen of England. Okay, now I reach out, pull out some bread, give it to Little Rice. He goes to McDonald's. For me, the Queen of England, now I'm going to feed all of us in the room on Freez Talks. Right?
Okay.
Okay, show's over. This nigga, he never comes back. Next week we're here.
Yeah.
He still hasn't come back. We drive to McDonald's. He's been at McDonald's all week, eating off of hundreds of dollars. Like, yo, you were supposed to bring this back. And he looks at me and says, who the fuck are you? Motherfucker, the queen, the king of England. It's me. I use that voice because she's queen now.
Right.
Her, she says, because she bankrolled the shit.
Right.
To come over here. These niggas never came back with their bread. They set up shop. Like, fuck her. She's like, but don't I have a steak there? Yeah, come take it then, bitch.
Right, pretty much.
And we whooped that ass. And we don't even acknowledge that as our history. You go up to Canada, at least those motherfuckers, they still pay tribute to that old bitch. They got her on the fucking, but hey, she funded the journey. You know, that's Canadians.
Right.
We was like, fuck her. Who? I don't know her. I'm an American. But you're speaking English. Oh, really?
The King's language.
The King's language.
Yeah, the King's English,
So
right.
you say.
So you're right, exactly.
I'm going to fuck it up then.
For real.
Change this shit.
Royally. Get it? Royally. I'm going to fuck it up royally.
Oh my God.
That's what we did. The whole movement was a gang of thieves. And then they had a nerve to go get slaves.
Right.
Like
They came with them.
Man, they came with them. Really go hard. Like, they went hard because they was a bunch of criminals. Imagine if the motherfucking criminals took over.
And here we are. 200 plus years later.
Right, it's our history, man.
Yeah,
Freez
that's for sure. That's for
just
sure.
be careful and watch Freez talks once a week.
Yeah, right.
You
I
might
learned something.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
No,
you know
but it's
what I mean?
true.
People act so shocked. We're so, how the fuck are you shocked?
Right.
Living in this country.
Right.
You know what the fuck we've done? You know what they've done so we can fucking have a hospital on every corner?
Right.
So we can go to the dentist. You know what the fuckery, the sheer, pure fuckery that has taken place.
Yep.
So we can live this fucking fantasy that you're black and I'm white. You fucking morons. To fall for that shit, boy, you better get up and get on a plane and get the fuck out of here and go see some shit.
Yeah.
Go bump into some people. Some real people.
Some real people.
Some real people. Because when you go, man, I got white friends, and guess what? They're not American, some of them. They're not. These motherfuckers is pure white. We actually built these ships. Like the Dutch, we built the ships for slavery. And this is how we got our money. And they'll tell you, because we told them if we build the boats, then they will all leave on them.
They would all
We won't have that shit here.
Right. Wait, when
I was in New York, I was in Amsterdam, and I looked, I was like, yo, this shit is so diverse. Yo, this shit reminds me of New York. It's so fucking diverse. And this is why I do says, well, listen, just remember, New York was a puddle of mud when Amsterdam was a thriving city.
Yeah.
Like, that's real.
Right.
Yeah, this shit has always been motherfucking multicultural of people all over the place. Always been hustle of money. You see, that's one thing I will say about New York that I have seen. Capitalism doesn't give a fuck about race.
No.
At its core, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck
At
what race you
all.
are. Unless you're manipulating race, it's not even into play. Don't give a fuck who's. When you got the bread, you got that capital.
Yep.
That's why, hey, if you want to see what this world is, you gotta go to New York. New York is the heart of capitalism. Real capitalism. I'm talking about from the fucking DVDs on the corner up to the motherfucking top of the fucking World Trade.
Right.
That's why they hit that, but the World Trade wasn't even a factor in everyday New York.
Right.
That building was never filled to capacity. Ever. They was always behind in the rent. They never had enough renters to fill that big motherfucker. It was an eyesore from the time they built it. It was an eyesore. It was an eyesore from the time they dug up the Black African slave cemetery
Yeah.
and moved those souls to build that bullshit there.
Wait, what now? I haven't heard that.
Again.
You know the part
Freeze history.
Yeah.
Freeze history.
Right. Freeze
It's a
history.
little obscure and a little rough,
Let me hear
but
this.
you get the gist of it. And anyway, I may not be exact to the story that they said.
Right.
Nigga, I talk to old black people in Harlem. Mm-hmm. You know the first motherfucking book ever published in this country by a black person is right in Harlem. Mm-hmm. At the Schomburg Institute.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But even that though, the Schomburg Institute is in the heart of fucking Harlem. Millions of black people walk around this and don't even know. Don't even know.
Wow.
I'm looking at what you were saying about the the cemetery. The ground it's talking about, ground zero and everything that it was built.
When they built that, I remember, they used to have this shit called Weekly Reader.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
buddy.
We love those.
Weekly Reader was the shit.
The bones of 20,000 African slaves are buried 25 feet below Lower Manhattan, as at least 10% of West African slaves in America were Muslims. It's not. Anyway, so it's just.
Woo!
Well, then they
man.
talk about Central Park. I mean, blacks were displaced
blacks
out of
were
Central.
there.
Yeah, all of that.
Look, man, hey, New York, that shit was a city in 17 something, 16 something, 16 something. It was a city when they was, the first criminals when they first got the boot up out of England. When they said, go to McDonald's and bring me back. Yeah, whatever. You're not writing this down, because I ain't coming back, baby. I have an excellent memory, my queen. You're not writing this down. I remember everything, my queen. Why ain't you writing it down? Because we're not coming back, Oliver.
And then there's time of at least 10% of those slaves were Muslim. And so they're saying, when they were building, the tributes after 9/11.
Yeah, man. So look, when I was a kid, they had Weekly Reader. Weekly Reader.
I remember Weekly Reader.
1974, some shit like that is when they began work on the World Trade Center.
Wow.
I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Because I remember that shit was going to be the biggest motherfucking building in the world. Mm-hmm. I was 9, 8 or 9, 10, some shit. I remember that shit. Maybe even younger, I don't know. But anyway, those Twin Towers were huge. Mm-hmm. Nobody, unless you saw them, you really don't have.
Right.
You don't know. I didn't know. LA, biggest motherfucking building I seen was motherfucking shit, nigga. The Slauson swap meet is big than a motherfucker. No, but my pops he used to work in Security Pacific, downtown LA. And I used to argue, like, which is tall? He's like, nah, the bank, the UC Bank, these banks are no longer anymore, but the building's still there.
Yeah, the U.S. Bank
Same
Tower.
bank, they changed their fucking name. They got a new credit. Yeah, same shit. Anyway, those motherfucking buildings was tall. So I was a kid. I had, interest in that. And me and my homeboy, Craig Proctor, that's the homeboy whose mom and them made the bomb-ass sandwiches.
Yes.
That's why I knew white people make the best goddamn sandwiches on earth.
Ever.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's in one of the Freeze Talks. I don't know which episode. I'll tell you all about it. I'm not going to say it. It takes too much time. I know it's some motherfucking Arab in a deli in Brooklyn. Fuck that, I make the best goddamn sandwich. What does he say? Fuck that asshole. I make the best goddamn sandwich. Yeah, I tell him, you be making the bomb shit. You're damn right. Tell them, tell them.
Wait. Okay,
Yo, I make the bomb sandwich. Fuck them whitey sandwiches.
He said, fuck them whitey sandwiches. You were talking about the building, right?
Yeah, the World Trade Center. That motherfucker was huge. It was going to be. I remember the class, we had to read this shit. The World Trade Center, the center of capitalism. And on Wall Street. And then I found out that Wall Street, you know why that shit was called Wall Street? Because that's where they built the wall to keep all the blacks had to be below that motherfucking wall. Don't pass this wall. That's the divider of the blacks And the whites. Core of capitalism.
Well, this
baby.
says that, let's see, ordered the 10-foot wooden wall protected the Lower Peninsula from the British and Native Americans in 1792.
Who wrote
Who
this?
said code?
British and Native American. I.e. the niggas. We will never mention them in fear that they may be brought back to life and seek revenge.
It's like, can we
History's a motherfucker.
go forward?
Yeah. So, I thought you was reading something, but you
No,
just made that statement. But anyway, I'm high though. You know why I'm fucking.
No, I was meaning, can we go to the other topic yet? Since you're
All right, but anyway, let me just tell you, they never rented that motherfucker fully out.
I believe that.
They never rented that shit out.
Yeah.
It was a loss. It was somebody was always in the red.
Yeah.
So something had to go. I'm just saying. Hey, look it. I got a guy, right?
You got a guy.
I got a guy, my guy, Tommy Bellissimo. He blows shit
Tom
up like
Bellissimo.
a fucking. Yeah, his cousins are out there in Hollywood, Bellissimo and Bellardinelli, the blow-up brothers, I call them.
The Blow Up Brothers.
Special effects guys, yeah. They blow fucking the lid. You go look them up. Look them up. Those fucking guys blow shit up like they fucking you. When they blow their noses, a fucking cannon. When they fart, it's boom, boom. They love it. They blow any opportunity to blow something up. These guys do it.
Oh my
I'm not saying they got nothing to do, nothing at all to do with anything that happens in like anywhere, especially in fucking Manhattan, Lower Manhattan. Nothing in that area.
I'm
Totally different group of guys I know nothing about.
You said totally different group of guys.
Totally different. Totally different. So I hear.
And so you hear.
So I hear.
Right.
Oh my God.
Be clear on these things.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it what the capacity of it was.
It was the capacity of never being filled.
Full, yeah, never being full.
Right.
This was a wash, you understand?
Right.
You know how many motherfuckers, the guy that made the windows alone. The guy that put the carpet, you know how many floors had to be carpeted for the World Trade Center? And we doubled it. We doubled it.
Oh my God.
2 sets of fucking curtains. 2 sets of, whatever the doorknobs are, double it.
Double it.
This is a beautiful thing here.
Why did you see the guy with a quarter told the story?
Right.
Hey, come on, let's be honest here.
Look.
Light bulbs, countertops,
Yeah.
fire alarms, railings.
Railings. Yeah.
Double it all. It's the Twin Towers, Billy.
You said double it.
Somebody pinch me. Paulie, come here. Just slap the shit out of me.
You said pinch me.
This can't be going. This is a double order.
It's a double.
Oh my gosh. Guess what? I'm going dancing tonight. Twice. I'm dancing twice.
Twice.
Oh shit. I have never heard.
Capitalism, baby. We make money in this country.
Oh.
At any cost.
At any cost.
At any cost.
Tragically. At any
Run out
cost.
and print more.
Right.
Make-
Right. Okay, so
Oh my goodness.
we have the whole thing where we're asking people to send in their sentences. So there was one from a guy who talked about the fact that he saw you on 420 and he started smoking. Smoking weed basically has changed his life. He was smoking before that, but
That's my
basically,
man.
but he was saying that he saw his dad get killed 20 years ago. That led him to alcohol and drug use. And he ended up in rehab. Ended up sober, and then as he was getting his life, I guess, back on a good track, his son died. That led to depression and seizures. And the only thing that really started to help him was smoking weed. And so then he said he got into the church and it was really, connecting with Christ and all of that. And he opened up to his pastor about what had helped him, his life story, and the pastor tripped on him, grabbed him, he punched the pastor, got kicked out of the church, and he was like, the pastor was saying he didn't want him to smoke weed, and he's like, I'm 42 years old at that time, and I was dying. Weed saved me. It helped me beat the odds. And I just thought that was, really interesting.
Yeah, and that's just so deep, man. Thank you for sharing that with us.
For sure.
Brother. See, people, again, we don't know. We don't know what people are going through. You can't look at a person and just think, everybody's going through something. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Don't start adding other shit on.
Yes.
That really ain't got nothing to do with what's really going on. What's really going on, man? We're blessed, man.
Blessed, very blessed. So
if you watching this, you blessed. Right. You got a phone to look at. Think about that. You got a TV to look at. You got a computer to look at.
You took time. You had time.
I mean, whatever it is, we be blessed. So the fact we can understand what's going on,
right,
and understand a conversation, that's not a guarantee.
No.
True.
No. And what I love is that it's an energy connection. So for everybody who's watching, everybody who's in the chat room, there's an energy, and it's being, it's just going through the different paths and touching people,
Shout
and then
out to my brother
out.
Jay Muhammad.
Yeah,
he was going through something. Him and his family, man. God is, look at him, man. God is great. I'm not. Let me, I'm not trying to be no preacher, nothing like that. I'm not. I'm just saying.
Good energy.
I just want to. Good energy is good. My man, when I read that was one of those things, because to see something like that, your father, you get a father. A lot of people don't even get a father. You have one. When you have one, it's amazing. It's like, wow. And to see, I saw my father go through something.
Right.
Physically, bam. It was one way one day, the next day, never that way, ever again.
Ever again.
So for him to even not be here ever again, which is what he went through,
right,
is something I still couldn't even fathom. That what that is, how that deep that is. And then, the loss of a child.
Oh.
That's, man, I hope and pray. I don't.
I know.
No, yo, bruh, the fact you're able to form a sentence and reach out.
Yes.
Right.
And be honest and open and say, hey, look, man, I smoke weed. This is what I need. Hey, man, somebody that has a problem with that is not your problem, bro.
Right.
What you've gone through, man, I'm honored and humbled that you even reach out, that I'm able to make you laugh.
Yes.
Bruh.
It's beautiful.
Hey, man, I'm not playing with this comedy shit. This is what I do. I don't do it. You're not putting a fucking key in my back and twisting me.
Right.
And make me do what you want me to do. Sorry, in entertainment. Right. I do what I feel because that's what the fuck I'm here to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Exactly.
And motherfucker, I don't know. Hey, I don't. Nothing's guaranteed. I don't. Nigga.
Right, none of us
I'm not trying to show up to the next life like, yeah, I know I was funny, but no, that accounting money was good.
Right. So I just went with that,
Right.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But
that shit is heavy to me because, yo, man, the fact I can say something. You saw The Legend of 420, which lets you know something about these seizures, something going through again. You see what I'm saying? It's like we have to, man, none of this shit is promised, man.
It's not.
And I'm saying it so I can hear it again.
Yeah.
So I can hear it.
Right.
For you.
Yeah, we all lucky, man. And shit happens. And when shit happens, shit don't stop.
Boy,
And
all we can do is move.
we live in a world of and it's not because motherfuckers don't care. It's because motherfuckers is going through shit themselves. You know, but we be so petty and we be so driven and so manipulated and pushed and prodded and made to think this way and made to feel inferior or superior.
Right.
Whatever the fuck it is, you're being manipulated, motherfucker.
Right.
Because you cannot dodge life. You could dodge the fucking flat-foot fat cops all day.
But not life.
But every now and one of them flat-foot cop gets lucky. Because that's life. Can't dodge it. And it just lets you know, guess what? We're not here to do. So you can't dwell on it.
Right. Exactly.
You can't sit around and dwell on this deep, hurtful stuff. Because if you're going to look at that, it happened, it's a reality, yes. Well, then you also have to look at this. I'm here, I'm standing. It's a reality. I'm here now. And motherfucker, if you're not looking out, you can get ran over. You can walk into the fire because you're so amazed. It ain't even about being amazed you're here. It's about living, man. Man, you
well,
feel
going through a
depressed.
fire is part of it.
I was starting to feel something today. You know, thinking about some shit. Shit pissed me off. A couple little silly shits. You know? You know, hey, shit pisses people off. Shit'll piss you off. But then you like, wait a minute. Don't go for it. Don't fall for
Right,
it.
don't fall for it.
And it was lucky because I saw my neighbor. I have an elder neighbor, and she just had back surgery. You know what I'm saying? And I know she got to take some groceries up some stairs. I was like, damn.
Let me do this.
I got to go, but let me do this. And I did. It's something simple. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. But to her, it's a big deal. Because motherfucker would, at the age she is, with the pain, look at the age I'm at, I get pain in the back. That's like, it'll make you sit upright. Like,
I
yo,
feel you.
because the pain is, so I could only imagine.
But it's more important for what it did for you. It
mean,
took you out of
you gotta
wherever you were about
You gotta
to go.
help somebody, man.
Yes.
That's all I'm
I can't
saying.
say that enough.
Yes.
You starting to feel depressed? Get out your ass.
And go help somebody. Go do something.
Do
for
something
somebody.
uncomfortable for someone else.
Yeah.
Man.
That shit is like, you feel like, oh yeah, that's what we're here to do.
Yep.
Damn, I'm bugging.
There's a poem called "The Guest House" by Rumi, a poet, and basically
Who is Rumi?
Rumi was a poet from, let's see,
Yeah, it was Rumi.
Spell it.
R-U-M-I. He was a Persian poet in the 13th century. Okay. So, and there's I'm not going to read the whole poem, but basically it talks about that every morning we get a new arrival. It could be joy, depression, meanness, momentary awareness, whatever. However, it's however we wake up, whatever that is that day. It's an unexpected visitor that's going to put you through some shit. But at the end of the day, the poem is saying invite it in. Invite it in because whatever comes, because it's been sent as a guide from beyond. It's helping you clean house. So whatever those things that you're going through or you're feeling, let it happen because it's there for a reason. Acknowledge it and let it go through. And but it's called The Guest House. And a friend of mine shared the poem with me a week or so ago, and she was like, "Oh my God!" Ever since she did, I was like, every time I start to feel something that's like fucked up or pulling you down, I go and read this poem, and it's like, it may be clearing you out for a new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. So it's very cool point.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's called the Guest House, Rumi, RUMI. Okay, so going back to our next thing, this caused a little bit of a controversy. Not controversy, but a little bit of back and forth. When we talked about last week, the guy who said that his wife had cheated on him with her ex-boyfriend, got pregnant. So that guy did hit us back and said he's good. You know, he's like, I moved on.
Yes.
Thank you for the support and everything.
Yeah, he said I've been moved on.
But so there, right, exactly. But
honestly, homeboy, I was really glad the bitch didn't go through my phone. I was off the hook, like a shot, like y'all get out. I feel you, baby. Yes, it's terrible.
So I asked you when you were saying it, I said, what about the man? And it was interpreted by some as me saying that the woman was blameless. Someone said I was deflecting. And I'm like, no, I don't believe the woman was blameless. But I said I thought both shared responsibility. So some people were like, if the woman was married, it's all her responsibility. The guy is straight. He has no responsibility whatsoever. And I say, well, no, wait a minute. If he knew she was married, then he does. It's like, fucking around with a married person is wrong.
I agree with that.
So, okay,
look,
go ahead.
Look, man. And if it's a funky situation, you gonna stank, nigga.
Right.
Period. The end.
You know. Hey, and you see, here's the thing, and you gotta look at it like this. You talk about it, if that hit you a certain way when she said that, because it didn't hit me that way. And, I was like, okay, whatever. And plus, I saw that movie.
Which movie?
And that's why, what's my nigga, Jack Nicholson?
Which one?
As Good as It Gets. Where he writes. In that movie, he is an author of best-selling women's books. Mm-hmm. And he writes like he's a woman from a woman's perspective.
Right,
and they ask him, how is it that you're able to write like a woman? He said, it's simple. I take away all recollect and responsibility.
So what does that say? That's like women don't have any recollect and we're irresponsible? Damn you, Jack.
When it's convenient, baby.
Well, that's true for anybody.
Look, I take away all recollect and responsibility. Because y'all do when it's convenient.
But who doesn't?
Hey, listen, first of all.
Men do it too.
Yeah, but see.
Oh, here we go.
We're dumber than y'all.
So
we are. I'll admit it. It's not a lot to make a dumb motherfucker happy.
There you go. That's right.
Just don't talk no shit. Just don't yell. Just don't kick shit off. Just chill, motherfucker.
100.
Just all that bullshit.
I need some more women around here.
Yeah, but see, that's not the situation.
It's not. I'm sort of stuck like Chuck.
Tough woman, it don't matter. You're a warrior. Come on.
You're tougher for it.
I'm tougher for it.
Wakanda.
Whatever. All right.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Look, all I'm saying. Because look, man, Now back to what dude said. Because see, this is what you got to understand. To me, hey, man, okay, the chick is married. Dude is not married. That's his ex-broad. And nah, you stupid motherfucker, that's not your ex-broad. It's that man's
His
wife.
Right. Exactly.
If that man felt to maybe do something to you, in a lot of motherfucking courts of law, he'll be good to go. Because it's his wife. It's a different situation. Motherfuckers have jumped the broom. Motherfuckers have suffered bullshit credit together. Motherfuckers have, bust down motherfucking DiGiorno pizzas together. With DiGiorno is what I call it, motherfucker. Put a DiGiorno in that motherfucker.
That's the line right there.
Right.
Oh, here's the line. Hold on. Good looking. Hey.
See? Wait,
see?
and then what did you, he's sending messages and shit.
Area now. I mean, it's a different union. I thought that was a script supervisor.
Here's the line. You got it?
These dudes are paid up.
Multitask these talented laughers on. Cameras, directing, editing.
I tell you.
Supervision. Hold on, what does it say?
the receptionist, how do you write women so well?
How do you write women so well?
And what did he say?
Oh, I'm high, so I'm trying to find it.
Well, what did he say?
I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh.
Okay, on this time,
what
you
did
can
he
feed
say?
Linda the lines.
Please feed me the line.
How do you write women so well?
So the audience doesn't hear,
He
sir.
says, I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability.
Oh, I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. Hello? That has, see? You see how you twisted that?
Oh, hold on.
I think of a man and I take away reason and accountability. That has nothing to do with a
No, no,
woman
no.
not having reason.
No.
Listen,
No.
think of a man and I take away reason and accountability.
All right. So,
So
How
a
do
woman
you
is a
work?
man without reason and accountability?
pow! Home run for the Detroit Tigers.
Wow.
LA Dodgers.
Whoa! A woman is a whoa, man. Reason? What's that? And what's the next one?
Accountability.
Who? That's y'all, man. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. Do that, because you're that wing.
Wait,
What I mean by that is
how do
be
you
a
figure
woman.
men
What I'm
don't do
saying-
that though? They do that.
Yo, man, there's a difference between when a dumb motherfucker does something
Oh, and then
a smart motherfucker does something.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Remember us? Duh.
I get
Okay,
it.
let
I
us
get
do
it.
something
Okay.
we want to do. So what? You're gonna eat motherfucking In-N-Out all week,
These are all week.
fries every night.
Okay.
Wife asked me, said, yo, man,
Crazy.
yo, let me tell you, man. Conversation I had with my wife, she asked me, what would you want for your last meal?
Okay.
God
Okay,
damn.
that's good. That's
Shit,
good.
my wife asked me.
There could be some concern there,
I was
but
like, what the fuck would you want for your last meal?
so we're on even ground.
Motherfucker.
In case that mail should
You
show
said,
up.
right, like soon. Okay, what did you say?
Yo, I'm not gonna say what she wanted because that's her business. Shit, that's her business. But I'm gonna tell you what I wanted.
What?
In case I'm somewhere and this is my last will, one of you motherfuckers frame me on some shit, kidnap me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Whatever. If I'm ever in that position, this is the fuck I want.
What?
A motherfucking double bacon cheeseburger.
From?
Yeah, then I want that motherfucking swine on that motherfucking
Right.
It's
Go
my last meal,
What
motherfucker.
difference does it
I don't
make?
give a fuck. You can have this old raggedy body. And I'm gonna leave something with you too. I'm a double bacon cheeseburger, right? Well done. Motherfucker, like, woo. Grilled onions, animal style.
Animal style.
Yeah.
Okay, in and out.
No,
not In-N-Out.
Animal style carried on to the real motherfucking
Right.
burger. Them
Okay.
little thin patties, fuck out. It's my last
Real
meal.
Okay.
Right? And some motherfucking steak fries.
Oh, I like
Just a
steak
whole
fries.
platter.
A whole platter.
Platter of steak. See,
You're
that's
not
that
gonna finish it though.
bullshit.
You gonna make that work?
Take his time.
You know,
He's
that's
like,
really nice and so.
And she was like, you want a soda? Hell, fuck 'em. I want no bubbles taking up room for this fabulous bullshit. This meal. I want some water, some with lemon.
Is it with lemon to help cleanse? after a little lemon and water. After all that,
Man, who knows? I mean, you know,
right.
that shit is crazy.
That is.
But
All right.
yeah, that was karma wise.
Right.
You don't want to be, and women too. A lot of you funky ass bitches will fuck up a marriage and think that shit is fly. Think you got some power, so you got some power, bitch. Some evil, dark, wicked ass power. And that's nothing to be fucking proud about.
At all.
Dumb motherfucker.
Over a dumb motherfucker.
Right.
Right, a dumbass. Yo, listen, let me tell you, man. It's like this. Hold on, I'm high. I was about to say it,
What?
and then the laugher did the old coaching thing,
Like wrap it up.
right.
Right.
Yeah, he leaned in. Like to tell you to tell me.
Like you
how conveniently that I see you signal to her to get me to wrap it up.
Do it right. How big is the
This nigga
rose?
said karma? Oh, hell no. Karma? Oh, no, that's about to be some long shit.
It's like, no, right. We gotta cut that shit down. Shut that
you
shit
don't
down.
you don't want to be the cause of a marriage breaking up.
Well, that's not gonna break us up.
No. I'm not talking about.
Oh! I get it.
Just roll.
I get it. You're talking about
woman, hear me roar. Sing it, Linda. Hear me pounding on the
fine.
door.
We're not going. He ain't going nowhere.
I can bring home the bacon. Fry it up in a pan.
Wait, but no, you're
Never
right.
let y'all forget that I'm a man.
You're right. You don't want to be the cause of a marriage breaking up.
Nah, you don't want to be the
Because
cause of that.
right.
Man or woman.
I agree.
Yo, man, a
I
marriage
agree.
is sacred, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I look at it that way, and the people involved might look at it that way. If one of them looks at it that way and the other one doesn't, you don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
man.
That's right.
yeah.
You don't want to be the reason for the name to come up to why y'all two
people.
are involved. And a kid is involved.
Yes.
A kid is involved now, see.
Or several kids. Yeah.
And hey, all I'm saying is if you felt that strong, that should have been a knock at the door.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even that, because you might get your dome pushed back to the nape of your neck.
For real.
Showing up to talk, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta look, man. You gotta look. Fucking dumbass. Do you know how many fucking women are on this planet?
Right.
And to the women, do you know how many men are on this motherfucker?
But don't women outnumber men?
Hey, you know?
So
I don't know. But they say, that's what they say. I just think that, you know what I think? I think that women that's from America, they're not down to go over there to Africa to meet that motherfucking Idris Elba motherfucker.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. And he's a dime a dozen in Swaziland. Got 1 million of them motherfuckers, but you ain't gonna go over there, are you?
No.
Hell no. You ain't fucking with Tumbapatillo.
No.
What did she say?
Well, because
She
then
to
they
see
may
who?
want multiple wives.
She here to
That's not
American. Here to see who? No, go ahead and get me my juju root stick.
Okay, so it's 51% of babies are girls.
All I'm saying is, the odds of you meeting another woman,
Go that route.
homie, go that route. Don't play yourself.
Right.
Women too, don't fuck up people's marriages, man. You don't want that. People will kill over marriage, man.
For real.
And
They kill over
feel
boyfriend-girlfriend
justified.
relationship.
Let me tell you, exactly. Let me tell you, man. People don't mind showing up to the pearly gates for a dome in a motherfucker. Yeah, I domed him, and then someone domed me for doing it, but that's why I did it.
But I'm good. Right.
You know, they may be like, well, hey, you were married. You still get a VIP pass, baby. Into the front. Cut the line. What'd you do, bitch? Hand out flowers? The fuck out of here. This motherfucker dome for marriage.
All right. Do you have a health tip? Yeah, health tip.
Huh?
Health tip.
Oh wow! I didn't even think of fucking healthy.
Okay, we can make Rumi's poem "The Guest House" our health tip, where it's like inviting whatever's happening, let it clear you out and open you up for new experiences.
Yeah,
You know,
on the real.
and don't dwell in it.
On the
Don't
real,
dwell in
I
it.
mean, I'm gonna tell you, man. Mornings for me, I got fucked up mornings, man, because I was in the fucking military. See, unless you've been waking up by a motherfucking trash can lid being banged on a trash can right next to your fucking head. Have you ever been woken up like that?
No.
I have several
times. Still,
See,
you're
so
still shaking.
The wake up is precious, and then you graduate from that to do a loudspeaker. Bravo company, wake up, rise and shine, formation. You like, God, what the fuck? This is how you waking up. And I don't care if you went to bed at 4:15.
Right.
It's now 4:45 when we wake you up.
And that's what's happening.
Man, you talking about being in a dead sleep to a jolting wake up. You know, man, it makes wake up precious.
Very.
And then when you're out of the military, you're doing something.
What is that you have in there?
Hold on, yo.
That's top shelf.
This here is top. She's elf. I
Oh.
don't know what it is.
But
What
it's-
is it?
What's that?
It's a top shelf hybrid.
Top shelf
He
hybrid.
didn't tell me the name of it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
getting
It's so
40
top
grams or
shelf.
some shit.
Look, so it's sitting on the
It's,
shelf by
right,
itself.
just at the
Top
top.
shelf. I help you out over there. Well, oh, did some smoke go over there? I'm sorry. Health tip, but no, that's real. What you're saying, because yo, one time because of that, I had no choice. I remember one time I was in
Because
New
of
York.
what?
Because I'm gonna tell you, just invited in.
Okay.
He said what?
Invited
Yeah,
in.
invited in. You know, it's gonna make sense in a moment. I was in Manhattan. I was waiting on my wife to get off of work. I was meeting her in Manhattan. And they got this indoor park. It's a park, but it's in fucking doors, like in a building in the city. This is all
Okay.
Manhattan, like 35th and something, right? And I was like tired of motherfucker. I'd been up that whole night. I'd been crying. I did a show in New Jersey. I did a show in fucking Far Rockaway. That shit was some ill shit. Train rides, all of that. So I was finally, you know, that next day I was like, damn, still dragging. So I
Right.
sat in this little park at a table and I dozed off. Right?
Were you sitting up like you were?
I was
like-
sitting up and I dozed off. Yo, this motherfucker, this African brother.
I'm afraid of whatever.
Yo,
you're gonna
this
say.
nigga slammed his hand on the table. He said, "Wake the fuck up, motherfucker. There's no sleeping in here."
Well, why did he have to be so harsh?
Yo, when he did that shit,
Uh-oh.
the thing is, it fucked him up because he said, "Bow," and I didn't go. I didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
I went like this.
That's a bit scary.
Yeah, it fucked him up.
He was like, oh.
Honestly, the look. He was so afraid that it made me be chill.
right.
Like, don't take the situation. This situation has happened, man.
Right.
It already
It's
happened.
in your control
Right.
right
Yes.
now by the look in his face.
Right.
Now, do you really want a horrified motherfucker to deal with
Right.
when there's no reason to be horrified?
Right.
Right.
No. And what horrified him because he put all his impact. He thought he was going down like I was going to. And nah. No, motherfucker.
It's like something
I'm a
became.
fucked up soldier, nigga. I got to the point in the army where all that banging and clanging,
Of course, it
that
just.
was everyday shit, bitch.
Right. That
I'm
means-
asleep, nigga. I've slept on mounds, hills of brass,
Yeah.
M16 shells, mountains of M16 shells on guard duty. I jingled up in that shit
Yourself in
with a
there.
motherfucking big ass T50 blanket for the canvas on my back, like ching, 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 and just nestled into a mountain of motherfucking M16 shells.
And went to
And
sleep.
went dead to sleep.
Oh, wow.
And they were out there ringing the alarm. Where's he? Where's Farmer? Where? I was on a mountain looking at him like, motherfucker.
I see you.
I was asleep, nigga.
I see you.
Oh my God.
All right.
So anyway,
Okay.
But that's
yeah.
real. So I do need to practice that even more because,
Right.
you know, I look at the motherfucking morning as being sensitive. But you know what? If you start looking at it like, okay, whatever it is,
This is
time
it.
to
I'm
go.
gonna roll with it.
Roll
All
with
right. Thank you, everybody. Please continue to like and subscribe.
Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing
and sharing
and posting shit and
yes,
laughing.
Please keep
and
sharing those
live
stories.
chatting and man, we got just yo.
And yeah, help us keep boosting the numbers. Thank you to
Please,
everybody who
yes.
subscribed
Shout out
during
to
the
all
last
of our
shows.
fam.
Yay!
All of everybody.
Our live
5150
chat.
folks. Our So What folks. Our Roscoe P. Coltrane folks.
What Pico?
What? Pete Coltrane.
Yes.
See you next week.
See y'all.
Yeah,
I am. Now this is called, they said we should call this time
the Roach.
the Roach. But yeah,
Or
the Roach is
The Roach
What's
sounds.
a better name?
the
What's-
clip. New
the
York,
clip?
they call it
The clip. The clip.
Clip is dope.
I
What?
remember rolling up a bunch of
Clip.
roaches
I
back in the
say
day.
I say roll with the clip.
Clip.
The
Because cash in a bowl, that's pretty West Coast. Nobody else, they don't smoke bowls.
Even
They smoke
though.
bowls in Amsterdam and in Afghanistan or wherever the fuck, Africa, all over, Jamaica, all over the place. But in a lot of places, they just don't smoke bowls. But
Ash.
everybody
It should
has
be
a clip.
ash in the bowl anyway. The
ash in the bowl,
Well, because it's ash, right?
cash in.
I know. He's saying
Ch-ch-ch-
that whole concept
it's
keeps.
done.
Oh, like we just cashed it out.
Pre-roll the clip. And the clip is also, in film, as in pre-roll is.
Ah, nice connection there.
He's totally there.
He's right.
Yeah.
Roaches.
It took
He
you a
said
minute.
roaches.
Your context. Roaches. Yeah, roaches. Fuck, I don't fuck with roaches at all.
I don't like
Re-roll
no.
roaches. Pull them out the tray.
It just
Yeah,
sounds.
roaches.
Again.
Roaches
Light
is
up.
California for real. That's
No,
it. Hey, homie, save me the roach.
Oh shit, we used to do all the time. Keep the little Altoid thing
Yeah.
and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the outdoor
New York,
thing.
they call them clips. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Pass me that clip.
Oh, okay. Let's see what the Urban Dictionary says.
Don't see what the Urban Dictionary says. Don't feed them. You're gonna look up Urban Dictionary, then they're gonna record this whole conversation.
I found
Location
stuff.
and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they call it the same thing. So there. Tobacco rolled into a joint along with weed to help it burn. Oh,
No.
What was that?
No, that
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
a spliff, man.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's a spliff. That's a real deal spliff. You don't have a big fucking joint full of high grade. No, if you have high grade, then you mash it up a local tobacco, and you mash it up together and you put that on the paper, and that's a spliff, man. Or you take a tobacco leaf and you wrap that in the paper,
The paper.
and out of the paper,
Do you have like a favorite accent?
it depends.
Right.
I'm situation driven.
Right.
You're situation driven.
Situation driven.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to.
That mafia Italian shit.
That guy.
Man, because they talk just.
I guess so, but let me tell you something about these guys. A lot of these guys, I tell you one incident I was over there. I was over there, it wasn't it was the same part of Brooklyn, Benson Heights. Benson Heights. Now I'm in Benson Heights, I'm on a pickup with a guy. Okay? And me and this guy, he's a black guy like me. However, he can also be taken as being Puerto Rican like me. You dig?
Right.
It's kind of like why we're over there. They
Yeah.
don't think, maybe they do, I don't know. But anyway, we're colored guys around like Italian. And as we're over there, guess what? Oh, some of these motherfuckers are blacker than me and my man. My old boy Hitty Lokes. We ain't only Hitty Lokes looking at these guys. They trying to figure out what the fuck we are.
Oh
Look at these black motherfuckers. What are they? They're from fucking, what is it, Sicily.
Sicily.
Yeah, they got a lot. But this is the one that killed it. This dude, he see this motherfucker come up in an Escalade, a white Escalade. Bumping pop,
Yes, indeed.
right? This motherfucking rims is spinning. This thing in a white Escalade wheels is spinning. He got a motherfucking white Yankee on, a white beater, right? I'm looking, it's a white boy, right? The white boy, he jumps out, he stands and looks at me and he says, "Who's the fucking niggas?"
No.